The improvement that came from those 30 days was unlike any other period of improvement that I've had in the past.
No.
I definitely think we're headed in the right direction.
Alright guys, it is literally 5:25 a.m. on the dot. We're getting our breakfast in, a little bit of coffee as well. We are technically on day 32, I believe, after doing the 30-day of grinding our routine. I've been much better about doing my hour-long routine. Now I must admit, I am a bit disappointed that I haven't done it every single day since completing the initial 30. That was the intention of the initial 30 days to begin with. Do it 30 days and every day following. It's alright though, we've been pretty good. I must say. Hasn't been perfect, so we're just gonna continue from here.
Somewhere I keep making critical mistakes. I must find where and what those mistakes are. We are quickly going to take a look at some of the mistakes that I made in the most recent solo cash cup. Now on screen you can see that zone pulled a max distance all the way away from where I was. I continued to make my way through this zone, and as you can see, I paused to box up, resituate myself, and make sure I didn't get shot. As I exited my box, somebody cut me off with a wall here. Luckily for me, they dropped 2 flops for me, which allowed me to actually survive and storm. Notice the big mistake that I made here. Rather than breaking out and continuing towards the safe zone with the whites, I sat in zone and burned all the whites. Then, by the time I actually finally reached safe zone, I was already down to 40 white, then immediately got into a fight. And this player I accidentally boxed up. I did not intend on taking this fight. You're gonna have to take fights even when you're not ready sometimes. Now, one of the major mistakes that I made here was sprinting directly through the center of zone. This made me an incredibly easy target to hit, and I'm very lucky I did not get sprayed at. Right here, I tried to box this player, but they got all the walls, so I turned around and sat in my own box to resituate myself and make sure I was safe. I didn't want to get sprayed on my rotate. Now from here, I should have immediately reassessed and then continued forward and go into the safe zone, but instead, I decided to lurk and see if I could find a refresh. Luckily, I did find an opportunity for a refresh. However, I missed my first shot on the opponent, which made me lose the fight. The last fight we're quickly going to look at is a mid-game fight. I'm going to have you watch this all the way through in its entirety, and then we'll break down some of the mistakes at the end. Just a warning, I made so many mistakes here. bro. Now, unfortunately for me, this lamppost actually saved this guy's life. However, I could have immediately ended the fight here by placing a high wall and not letting this guy get out of the box. Now here, the next mistake I made was spending too much time on low ground trying to find a way out. But I could have just immediately ran out, cranked 90s, and gotten all the way up. Because I took so much time to get up, this guy was 4 layers above me. Next here, once I realized he was under the ramp, I should have immediately placed a high wall. Again, another missed opportunity for a high wall. Next, here you're going to see me looking for an odd way up rather than just sitting and cranking 90s like I should have. I made the same mistakes at different times during this fight. Didn't place high walls when I should have, and I should have just cranked up to height where this guy was rather than looking for some odd way up. Definitely the next big thing on my list is my mid-game fights.